Cody Rhodes is taking a whole new direction with his story after WrestleMania, so we'll see what's going on with him. We'll also check out the latest with Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and much more. Let's start things off with a deeper look into Cody Rhodes' story coming out of WrestleMania. So like we mentioned in the breakdown of the Bloodline story, Cody Rhodes legitimately had Roman Reigns beat at WrestleMania. He overcome the initial outside interference from Solo Sikoa and the Usos. He even had the extra help and support from Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens during the match as well. He had those two crossroads done on Roman Reigns. He was going for that third one that definitely would have been the end for Roman Reigns. But Solo Sikoa comes out with a Samoan spike on Cody Rhodes to help Roman barely escape and survive the match. And considering that a majority of fans thought it was a sure thing that Cody Rhodes would defeat Roman Reigns, Roman winning the match was one of the biggest shocking moments of the night. Cody's entire journey and story leading up to WrestleMania 39 doesn't end with that fairy tale happy ending, which is a move that has fans split. Some fans like the move, while other fans absolutely despise the move, to say the least. And like they said the following night on Raw, Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman are not willing to give Cody Rhodes a rematch at Backlash, SummerSlam, or Survivor Series. They're pretty much implying that Roman and Cody won't meet again, possibly for the remainder of 2023. So, with Cody Rhodes and Roman going back on separate paths again, where does that really leave Cody's direction and story at? Well, we didn't have to wait long to get the answer to that question. Cody Rhodes was scheduled to team up with Brock Lesnar during the main event for the Raw after WrestleMania. If this match actually took place, it would have been pretty historic. It would have been Brock Lesnar's first match on Raw and first tag team action for him since the early 2000s. But as we quickly learned, there was no match scheduled, and it was just a big swerve. Brock Lesnar ended up brutally taking out Cody Rhodes during the closing moments of Raw. Brock Lesnar finished his attack on Cody Rhodes off by standing on the entrance stage and flipping off Cody Rhodes, who was laid out in the ring. So, following his WrestleMania program with Roman Reigns, it appears that Cody Rhodes will be jumping right into another high-profile program, this time against a newly turned heel version of Brock Lesnar. A lot of fans also noticed it looks like Cody Rhodes is now on a path and story of redemption. Another popular comparison that fans made was 2023 Cody Rhodes to 2012 John Cena. In 2012, John Cena had his big WrestleMania dream match against The Rock. No title on the line, but it was a match that probably meant more to John Cena than any world title. And he wanted that win over The Rock so badly. Well, John Cena ended up being unsuccessful during that massive WrestleMania 28 match with The Rock. Then the very next night on Raw, John Cena calls out The Rock again, but he gets confronted by Brock Lesnar, who takes John Cena out to close out that edition of Raw. So it's very easy to see those comparisons. Cody and Cena both suffered the biggest losses of their career at WrestleMania and received beatdowns from Brock Lesnar the following night on Raw. So fans have already picked up how similar Cody's direction is to 2012 John Cena. And if this redemption story is the path that they continue to take Cody Rhodes on, then maybe it can have a happy ending in that next chapter after all. Just look at how that story turned out for John Cena. He lost to The Rock, had a few bad months with Brock Lesnar, but John Cena ends up getting a rematch with The Rock in 2013 and defeats The Rock at WrestleMania, which was his original goal, while also dethroning The Rock as WWE champion at the same time. The biggest happy ending for him. So is it a possibility that Cody's path looks the same? What if this could all be leading towards Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns facing off against each other at WrestleMania 40 in the big rematch that could feature Cody finally overcoming all the odds and dethroning Roman Reigns at that event? It's definitely something fans are already talking about, and that won't take place for another entire calendar year. But getting back to the present, Cody Rhodes' next feud is obviously against Brock Lesnar. We don't know what Brock's specific issue is with Cody Rhodes quite yet, but maybe we'll learn more information about the issue there in the coming weeks. Fans already have their insane theories running about what could be going on here. One fan theory out there is if Paul Heyman had a role to play in this entire situation. Knowing Heyman's past close relationships with Brock Lesnar, is it a possibility that Heyman put Brock Lesnar onto doing this as a way to finally get Cody Rhodes out of Roman Reigns' hair once and for all? Is it an inside job in that sense? Sure, maybe it is a possibility, but it doesn't sound like too much of a stretch and bizarre twist for that to be the case. But all we know is that for some reason, Brock Lesnar must have serious issues with Cody Rhodes to give him a near 10-minute beatdown and flip him off like that. So maybe we'll get into more explanation on Brock's reasoning soon, but if it's one thing we do know for sure, it's the fact that we're about to see Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes sometime in the near future, and it'll be interesting to see what route they take that in. Do they keep pouring on the hardship and bad times for Cody Rhodes and have him suffer a loss to Brock Lesnar? Or will he pick up the win in that match? It's going to be interesting to see where this feud goes and where Cody's overall direction goes to next as well. Now let's get into the stare down that we saw on the Raw after WrestleMania. This was of course the big moment between Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair and SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. We were supposed to see this match in 2022, but it never happened due to Rhea Ripley going down with an injury. And looking back, it's sort of a blessing that we didn't see the match because the cancellation created even more fan hunger to see that matchup between Rhea and Bianca. So they never faced each other in 2022 for the Raw Women's title, but 1 year later, they're now standing in the ring with both women's titles in their possession. You have Bianca Belair, who literally is at the top of the women's division. She's been a champion for over a year now and truly is the top star. But now you have Rhea Ripley, who's the young star who's getting a big role herself. She won the Royal Rumble. She defeated one of the horsewomen for the title at WrestleMania. It's also pretty insane just how similar Bianca and Rhea's paths have been in WWE in recent years. So it makes sense for them to eventually clash and see who comes out on top as the true top star of the women's division. But the problem is that they're both holding titles. So is WWE teasing a unification match? Or what exactly is going on there? It doesn't seem like a unification is what they're teasing. It's been reported that WWE allegedly regrets doing that with Roman Reigns. So it doesn't make sense for them to do the same mistake again with the women's titles. So maybe it's more likely that they were teasing an inevitable meeting between Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley sometime deep in the future. Maybe at WrestleMania 40, or maybe even further down the line than that. But that appears to be what they're teasing there. No one knows what title will be on the line for that meeting, but it looks like WWE is at least teasing the idea that Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair will be main eventing WrestleMania in the coming years. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.